Hey, this is Alex from the Good Old Boys Fantasy Football Podcast. To see more videos like this from the Good Old Boys, hit subscribe and support this independent podcast.
Zay Flowers, 5'9", 182, the senior out of Boston College. And yes, 5'9", 182. That immediately is what is going to be the knock against him, is that he is 5'9", 182. But we've seen smaller guys find their way in the NFL before. He will play in the slot, obviously, with his size. Book on him. He has sudden feet to slip press and race ahead of coverage, and he's able to stair step man coverage out of leveraged positioning. And he works back to the throw when needed. And here's the best one: very slippery as an open field runner. Unfortunately, 5'9", 182. He's got shorter arms. He's got smaller hands. In a hurry, in too much of a hurry at times, meaning that he maybe gets a little bit ahead of himself and doesn't, think, or doesn't, let the play develop, doesn't let the ball get on him before he's thinking about the next step, which is the last part there. Teams might have to live with more drops than they would like to see. And that's kind of going back to the previous point. You're going to have to work on that. And teams will need to have some patience with Zay Flowers. He would do well in a concept, a package offense, right? Something that is designed for him to get him the ball, because he is that playmaker type that can really, expose some flaws in a defense, but he's going to need the opportunity to do that. I don't know that happens right away, but he would do well with a creative offensive mind to get him some work early. It would also do him well to be a punt or kick returner. Not that we see a ton of kick returns anymore in the NFL, but would be good to serve him well as a punt returner early. He is in my opinion, a day two guy, maybe even sneaking down into, the fourth or fifth round. So it could be, he could be waiting a little bit to hear his name called. But if he lands in the right situation, he could be one of those weapons over time that, you sneak in there for fantasy purposes as a flex option that, might be able to help you out and get you some rushes, get you some passes caught and points that way. But to me, he is going to need to find the right system to be in, to excel and be relevant for fantasy.